Prince Harry, Baroness Doreen Lawrence, Sir Elton John and others faced a significant setback as a High Court judge declared parts of their privacy case against Associated Newspapers as inadmissible. Mr Justice Nicklin ruled that allowing the case to proceed in its current form would be an overusing of process, and could bring the administration of justice into disrepute. The judge stated that the 7 claimants, all alleging hacking by Associated Newspapers, the publisher of the Mail on Sunday and Daily Mail, could still proceed with the rest of their cases to trial. This decision rejected an application by the newspaper group to have the cases thrown out. The judge said that the 7 claimants, who all allege hacking by Associated Newspapers, publisher of the Mail on Sunday and the Daily Mail, could take the rest of their cases to trial. So we get treated with a repetition of Harry's performance in the witness box from the Mirror Group trial last summer. Any bets? Will he arrive on time? Will he be able to find his statements in the documents and be able to read them himself? But the judge ruled that there was significant public interest in preventing the claimants from deploying confidential documents in breach of an order made by the Leveson Inquiry 12 years ago. Associated Newspapers, which has always strenuously denied the preposterous allegations, said in a statement, "We welcome Mr Justice Nicklin's decision that the information we and other newspapers supplied to the Leveson Inquiry under strict grounds of confidentiality remains subject to the restriction order imposed by Lord Justice Leveson." As we've always made unequivocally clear, the lurid claims made by Prince Harry and others of phone hacking, landline tapping, burglary and sticky window microphones are simply preposterous, and we look forward to establishing this in court in due course. We're grateful to the judge for the careful consideration he's given to our applications. Meanwhile, a source from Mr Fye said on Twitter, "It's fascinating that the court case that's going forward for Harry is the one against Associated News. You know, the Daily Mail, the Harkle's current go-to paid propaganda rag. Harry and Meghan feed stories to the Daily Mail sometimes as many as 3 times a day. Yet this litigation is going forward. How twisted is someone who's paying a newspaper to print their propaganda and at the same time suing them in court? When you look at the carefully crafted list of claimants put together by the barristers involved, all the bases are covered as far as inclusion. This case is going to fail because the star witness has already stated his signature was forged. It's looking like this entire case is a giant scam. This trial is going to be very enlightening, and not necessarily in a good way for the claimants. Harry hasn't gotten his way. Harry alleges that the Mail has used illegal practices to obtain information. But Harry doesn't claim that this happened 20 years ago. He says that it happens now. That it's been a continuous practice. The judge wants Harry and the other plaintiffs to prove that, but we already saw Harry considers that if he says something, then that's proof that it happened. He said it in the Sun case, and the Sun's lawyer tore him to shreds. In the case of June, when Harry declared that more than 100 articles were the result of espionage, he himself didn't remember those stories. And in an article, Harry couldn't understand that taking a photo of him bathing at a public beach is not an act of espionage. And what's worse, Harry believes that the case against the Daily Mail isn't going to be related to the Sun or the Mirror. But it turns out that Harry already ruined those cases.